Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Tonight, we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Ready. With red. Ultra.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Opposite. 3. Check man.
Right back to him on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Galloway. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Love looking to throw it. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Galloway. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw now. Here's Love. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing. Love. And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 34 yards there and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Right back to Sanders on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Eagles 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Ready? 19 Lions. 18 Pioneer. Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Trap 60, trap 60.
Another run here with Sanders. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that will be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, right.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Glove. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Milton Williams able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Down.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On 1st and 10, Love. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Let's go.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here we go. Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Come 19. Come 19. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Ready.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Second 60. Mustang 19. 79 Broncos.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Got it. Ready?
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll run on 1st down. Galloway. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
ultra. Go ultra.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
The coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Love now. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Okay, break. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
19 Lions.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Set.
So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have an Eagles Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Down inside the 40.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ready! Let's go, let's go, let's go!
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 98 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Here we go.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Love. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop him.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First down, Love to pass. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On the set. Check right.
On second down now. Galloway, and only able to get two here. Stopped at the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a two-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Drop 60, drop 60.
They're going to look to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Come 19, come 19. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Warriors 70.
Back to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he's got his man on the out route. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Ready. Striker, 3-3. 52 plastic.
Play action this time with Love. Steps away. And he wisely will throw that one away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Love looking to throw it. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. He finds Watson complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw now. Here's Love. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Love. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome.
Hey, check that. Street.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some space here. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 60 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Right back to him on 1st down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Big Lions. Back and 60.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mustang 19, 79 Broncos. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Let's go now.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Ready? 7 Pirates, 19 Lions. Pioneer.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Here we go. Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man right side is St. Brown. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Love looking to throw. He'll go right back to St. Brown. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now the defense is going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Ready?
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
Ready?
Now Love. Out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they're likely to force a field goal attempt.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Love. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. His kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores, so, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet, It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already.
And that's caught inside the 35. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to get it back to a one-score game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll move them back within 6 now. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Packers, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.
Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates.